Framer has launched a marvelous update to all the Framer designers out there. So you can create the code component easily by using the AI which is directly inside the Framer, which is easily customizable. You can work around anything you want. And also you can directly create the wireframes which is responsive directly inside the Framer, again by using the AI. And the next thing is they have given the update of the vectors. So from here you can directly create any of the graphics or any of the icons directly inside this Framer. So in this video we are going to see about the wireframers which is used to create the wireframe, and workshop which is used to create the code-based component by using the AI, and the next one is the vectors which is used to create the icons. So without making much delay, let's get into the video. First, we are going to see about the wireframer. So I'm going to the insert. Here you can find wireframer. So in here you can give the prompt. So based on that, the wireframes will be created, which will be responsive also. Let's check it out. Let me give one of the example here, and let me give it as landing page, and in the prompt you can do the customization as per your need. You can give the prompt here. So let me read out here. Create a landing page for my design startup. I would like a hero with a banner, a logo string, some features, and a newsletter section. If you want to add any of the prompt, you can directly give it here. So by default we are having the prompt. If you want, you can do the customization or you can create a new prompt. So let me delete this, and I have given the prompt. Let me read that out. Create a modern landing page for a design startup featuring a bold hero section with a proper banner and CTA, a scrolling logo strip, 3 core features with icons, and a newsletter sign up. Use minimal design, smooth animation, and modern typography to convey creativity, professionalism, and trust. So let me click on this generate, and let's wait for a few seconds. So that a wireframe has been created. So it's a very great starting point if you want to create it from scratch. So from here you can do the design changes, and you can directly do any of the design inside the Framer itself. So it's a very good, awesome update. And also, and even if you want to do further more changes, you can directly give it in the AI prompt. So it's a very good update in the Framer. Even you can give the prompt here. So based on the prompt you are providing, the wireframe will be changing. So okay, let's look at here. And also it's even giving the suggestion for the changes to be done. Let's see it here. Swap to feature, layout, and FAQ section, make hero copy punch here. And if you want, you can click on this suggestions. So based on that, it will automatically update. And let me click on this. And now I would like to add a gallery section. So let's see. So the gallery section has been added here. Even we have a breakpoints for the tablets and the mobile. It's not only creating the wireframe for the desktop, it also a responsive. Even it is adjustable for the tablet and mobile. Let me preview it. So based on the breakpoints, it's adjusting. It's responsive also. It's a very great thing. And if you want to do the images to be uploaded, you can go here and you can find as choose image. If you want, you can choose the image or you can use a plugin. So here you can find a lot of plugins, and here I'm going to use the Visual Electric. And here you can give the prompt, so in order to generate the image, which is super duper easy. So let me add a prompt. So I have given the prompt and it's generating the image. So from here you can choose the image. So it's very, very easy, and even if you want, you can do the changes here. And one more important aspect of this wireframe is you can just find all the histories. So you can able to view up what are the prompts you have given. The next important update is workshop. So I'm just using Command or Control K, and here you can find the workshop. The workshop is used to create the code component. So for any of the code-based component that can be easily done by using the workshop, which is inbuilt in the Framer. It's a very great update. You can create any of the code-based component. So let's check on with tilting image. I'm just going to create the tilted image. Even it's give me some of the prompt for an example. So let me generate this. So it's generating, and here you can find it's generating the codes so that a tilted card has been created. And let me bring it inside it, and let's check how it's working. Let me bring it here, and let's check how it's working. Yeah, in a second it has been created. That is the mouse based 3D effect, the mouse based 3D effect. There is no need for to break your head in order to create this type of effects. It's done in a second by using the workshop. And even if you want to do any of the improvements, you can give the prompt here. If you want more of the code components, you can find it in the framer.com/workshop. Here you can find a lot of created code components by using the workshop. You can have the number counter, you can have the analog clock, and you can have this one. And here you have the slider, the same which we have created now. We have the analog clock, and these can be found inside this workshop. So now I'm going to use the workshop instead of using the existing suggestion. So by using this workshop, I'm going to create the code component without using the suggestion that is provided by the framer. I'm going to create the image flicker cursor. So based on the cursor movement, the image should appear. Okay. So for that, again, I'm going to the workshop. You can get it by using the command key or control key. So here I'm going to provide the prompt. So here is the prompt, that is create custom image based cursor that follows your mouse movements on our page. As we move the mouse, the cursor images changes, creating a flickering effect. The flickering becomes faster when we move the mouse more quickly. When stop moving, the cursor, that is custom cursor, fades away. It's easily customizable, allowing you to change the image, speed, size, and position. So here is the prompt. Let me generate it, and let's check how it's working. So this code component is generating based on our prompt. So let me take this and bring it inside it. What I feel is, let me change the color so that we have created this flicker cursor. Let me check. Yeah, it's working fine. So here, even if I move the cursor a little bit, it's changing. It's not the case if it have to take a little bit of distance, right? So let me give another prompt. So the image should not change for very short distance. Once the cursor move for a little distance, the image should change. And let the distance be with 50 pixel. So let's check how it's working. Okay, it has been updated, and let's check. Yeah, only when I move a little bit, it's changing. And another great thing about this one is, you can find a lot of variables which is generated on creating this component. You can adjust the size of it. So let me show you. So the size of the image has been changed. Here you can find plenty of variables in the component that can be changed for this code component. Even if you want the code, you can go to the assets in the workshop. You can find the code here. And if you want to do the changes, you can directly do the changes in the code. And also a bigger thing is, if I go to the edit in workshop, you can find the history of that component. So what are all the prompts which we have given, and what are all the update that has been done by the workshop can be found here. And also, if we doesn't like the current version, if you wish to move to the previous version, you can click on here. So if I click on this version 3, this version 3 will be updated, leaving the version 4. So it's a very great thing in order to see the history of that code component. The next great update is vector. We doesn't need to go to the Figma and do the any of the graphical changes and take that one and bring it inside the framer. But here we can directly create any of the graphical elements, any of the icons directly inside this framer. It's super duper easy. Let's see how to do that. So inside this vector, you can find plenty of options, whether you want the rectangle, oval, polygon, star, or even you can use the path. You can create the design you want. let me add it like that. Okay. And here you can find the properties of it, and if you want you can fill the color, and let me increase it, and even you can give the stroke of it, and you can increase the width. Let me take this out. You can increase the width. If you want a rounded edge of it, you can find it here. All the option which you can find in the Figma can be done directly inside this framer. And another thing is I'm going to use this rectangle and oval, and I'm selecting all those things. You can find the unite, subtract, intersect, exclude, and join. There is no need to go to the Figma. It's super duper easy even inside the framer. And if you want to create the icons, you can directly do it by using the path. Here I'm going to create the icon, so let me do that. I'm creating this one. I need a stroke, and let me take out this fill color. Let me increase the width, and let me duplicate it, and I've taken this. Let me do like this. It's one of the icon, and let me select this one, and if you want to create it as a vector set, you can just click on, and I'm selecting this one, and I'm going to create it as a group, and this group can be created as gray vector set. And let me take out this color, and let me increase for the visibility. And even if you want to give the effects to it, just click on the shape which you want. Let me take out this rectangle, that is, let me take out this path, and if you want to give the effects, just go to the effect, and if you want to do the effect for only the stroke, you can do it by here. You can adjust the length, gap, and offset which you need, a loop if it want to be repeated or mirror or continuous, and everything can be done here. Even you can give the transition for it. Let me check out this one. So this is how it will be looking. You can just animate any of the icons directly inside the frame out. So inside this vector set, you can create any number of vectors, that is any number of icons. So for that, just click on this add, and you can create the shapes which you need, that is any icon which you are going to create. So let me add another one. I'm just creating it. So here you can find all the bunch of vectors that has been created. I'm going back. So if I click on it, you can find all the vectors which we have created. So from here you can choose the required the icons which you need. And even if you have created any of the icons here, you can add it to the existing icon set. So it will directly go to here. If you have found any of the icons, you can just copy and drag and put it inside this icon set. So from here, you can find a bunch of icons, and you can directly select it from here. It's a very great update of this framework. So I hope you have really enjoyed this video. And also, I think you're not going to wait to work around on the new updates which is given by the framework. If you really enjoyed this, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you want more updates on the framers and more framework tutorials and web design tutorials, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you in the next one.